Well, hello. Welcome to the Art Business Workshop. I am so excited that you are here. I am going to be giving you some valuable information tonight for artists. So, yay, super excited to do this with you. Just want to let you know that this video is pre-recorded, but I'll be answering your questions in the comments. So when I'm streaming this, excuse me, as a premiere, then I'll be answering your comments in real time. And if you're watching the recording of this, then you still can go ahead and ask me anything that you want, any questions that you have throughout our time together. And I will come back and check the comments so that I can answer you. At the end of this workshop, I'm going to give you an amazing opportunity. So if you're an artist that wants to build your art business online, wants to get more eyeballs on your pieces and that kind of thing, want to learn some techie stuff, then definitely hang around because I'm going to be talking to you at the end of the workshop about the course that I have for you, which is called Website Gallery. It's part of my Artist Breakthroughs series of courses that I will be making. And we did run this last year, and our students had amazing success. So we will talk about that more later. But it is about building a website gallery. So in this workshop, what we are going to do is I'm going to help you come up with titles for your artwork. I'm going to help you get some descriptions going for your artwork because we know it's kind of hard sometimes. Sometimes we get stuck on that. I'm going to also help you write an artist statement. This is going to be easy. Warning, I'm going to have you do a screenshot so that you don't forget that part. And then I'm going to give you an amazing bonus using AI, ChatGPT, so that you can write social posts for your artwork. I actually, if you don't know me, if you haven't met me before, my name is Amy Parker. I'm an artist and I love helping artists make money with their art. So let me know where you're from. I am in New Hampshire. And yeah, I'm curious to know. Let me know if you've seen me before, if you're watching for the first time, and where you are watching from. I always love to see that. All right, another warning. We are going to get going soon with the Art Business Workshop. So make sure that you have a pen and paper handy in case you want to take some notes. Once again, I'm going to give you some ideas and ways to come up with titles for your paintings, how to describe your paintings. Now, this can go for, any artwork that you're creating, but I am an artist. I love to do acrylic paintings, mostly landscapes, many different types of paintings actually, but that's like my specialty. So I'm going to help you with that with some wording, right? The wording part that you get stuck on. So titles, descriptions, and an artist statement. Don't worry, it's not even going to be that hard. And then I'm going to give you that bonus I was talking about, the AI bonus. So are you ready to go? Let me know. Let me know if you're ready for this workshop. All right. Yay! Let's get going. Okay, let's talk about titles and descriptions. First off, I'm no English major. I am no copywriting specialist or anything like that. You guys, I'm a self-taught artist, self-taught businesswoman, aka entrepreneur. So I'm bringing you everything that basically how I do things, right? And I have proven to make a living with my paintings. So I know that this stuff works, all right? So let's talk about titles and descriptions here. So Why? And of course, I always have a notebook. Hopefully you have yours too. Once again, you can always come back and pause the recording and if you need more time or need to go over something, okay? Now the benefits of being able to talk about our art, right? To have titles, to have descriptions is so we look more professional. That's a really good reason right there. Other rather than just like putting up a piece of our artwork like a picture and not saying anything about it. And I have found since I've been an art business coach now for a couple of years, and I can speak from my own experience that it is sometimes pretty difficult to talk about our own art, right? And we're connected to the piece for the most part, and it's like our baby. But then again, if you're like me, it's like you feel a little bit bad in the beginning, like, oh, I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't want to, but you need to. People need to know this is an amazing, beautiful, gorgeous landscape with X, Y, Z, and yada yada. Don't be afraid to do that. Okay. So looking more professional. And then also the more that you do it, the more that you write, have a title for your painting. This one's called Church Flowers, by the way. There's a story behind that. But the more that you create the titles for the pieces, the more that you write descriptions, the easier it is for you to talk about your own art. Okay, so there's another benefit to doing this stuff. Also, customers, right? From their viewpoint, sometimes when there's and like I said, I'm no English major here. I mean, I'm the world's worst speller. Thank gosh for spell check. But usually, from my own experience, when a customer is looking at art pieces, and there is a title and there is a description, they can connect with it more and they can start to understand it a little more. And it looks and appears to be more expensive. Weirdly, but psychologically, that happens other than just posting a photo. Yes, we are visual artists and we need to see the visual, right? Because that's what we're promoting and selling and trying to build businesses with. But the descriptions, they need to be there too. Even if it's a one sentence or a paragraph, you need to have something in there. Actually, my collectors really, really, how can I say this? Like, by me titling my paintings for so many years and selling so many pieces, it's amazing to me when I look back through like my collectors group and when they chat with each other and things like that, or if I put a new piece on and it reminds them of something, they will actually say what the title is of a painting they have. For instance, like if I do an ocean scene and then my collector that bought my painting that I titled Voyage would be like, oh, I have one similar, I have Voyage. Or someone might say, oh, I have one that's called Solitude. So they like using the names. It makes them feel more connected. So that's a quick example. And from what they have said in my own collector base, I can see it makes them feel proud to be able to talk about it, naming the piece because you named it. They can say what the name is, like I just said, and they just feel more connected. There's different ways that you can write descriptions. Like I said, you can do like a one-liner. You can do like a full paragraph. If you're doing like a blog post or something like that, then you're obviously going to need to write more about it. There's so many different aspects and ways that you can write descriptions. You got to think like when you make a post or you put something on your website gallery, what is the purpose of it being there? What do those customers or potential art collectors viewing it need to know about that piece? Do they need to know just like the dimensions? Do they need to know the attributes? Do you want to give them the backstory on why you created this piece? Do you want to tell them what the inspiration was behind the piece? Let me tell you, more times than not, as you are building your art business, if you are selling fine arts pieces. I sell mostly on the lower end of fine arts, right? I'm a quick, fast, like loose painter for the most part. But as you're building your business, most people who are interested in your work and follow you are going to be very connected with you, with your stories, with what you are all about. Just think of like, if you ever displayed your work in an art gallery, or if you ever did like an exhibition, either solo or, a collaborative thing, maybe you're in the art association, who knows, but there's times when the shows open and they do a meet the artist night. And, you have wine and cheese and you hang out and people come in to view the work and you get to talk and meet. So being online, that's why the titles and descriptions are very important as well, because they need to get to know you. They need to meet you that way and that connect you with your artwork. So hopefully I've explained that in a good enough way for you to understand. Some of this you may know, or you may, like I said, you might be able to get like another light bulb moment here or there, like, oh, I didn't think of that. So hopefully I can help you out with this stuff. I'm going to be the first to tell you, and my creative warriors know this, and so don't my own art collectors, right? Because I'm an open book, I'm transparent. I struggle with, still to this day, once in a while, I still struggle with actually titling my own work. Not always, but once in a while I will. But I do have, the descriptions for me are much easier. It just comes, sometimes the title I get stuck on. Let me know if you're like that. But I'm going to give you some tips on titling right now, okay? Let me make sure I didn't forget anything on this page for you first. Well, I'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Okay, so some title tips. Sometimes when you are painting and you get in the zone, in the flow, in that meditative mode, right, that we all love as artists, sometimes the name will just come to you, especially if you ask your brain early on in the beginning part of your painting, I hope to come up with a title for this piece. Sometimes, I'm speaking from my own experience, like I said, sometimes it will just come to me and then I'll quickly jot it down like, oh, that'll be a great idea, or brainstorm a couple as I'm in my flow of painting. And then sometimes that ends up being the title of my painting. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, actually, this is pretty awesome. And it goes back to me just being transparent with you and telling you that sometimes I get stuck with my titles. So I have posted about it on my page, in my collectors group as well. And I put the picture of the painting and I say, hey, I'm stuck. Can you help me? What do you think would be a great title or name for this? Some people, you need to say name, or you can put title or name. The technical term is the title for a painting, but AKA name of the painting. So you can ask them. People love to help, especially if they love you and they're getting to know you. They would be like, oh, geez, I can probably help her out. And I can suggest, why don't you call it pink flowers? Or why don't you call it flowers in the field? Or you'll get people that will jump in and try and help you out. And it's like, it's great if you find one that you really, really love. It makes them feel special. And it gives you a title for your painting. It also, on social media, will boost engagement. It is, well, from what I found, pretty much an engaging post when I ask that. All right, so tip number three. And if sometimes, if you think too much about it, sometimes you can even get stuck, right? So if it doesn't come to you, the title, as you're painting it, or some of you may think of titles even before you paint it, which is totally fine. I've done the same. I've done that as well. But normally I title mine after, unless it comes to me as I'm painting, like I said. But if it doesn't come to me, here's tip number three. I will leave it up on my easel or, somewhere where I can see it daily for like the next 1, 2, or 3 days. So every time I walk by it, or I look at it or think about it, sometimes I get a title that comes to me. All right, so hopefully that will help. Give it a little bit of time, right? So number 4, ask yourself some questions. Where were you when you painted this? Or where were you when you came up with this idea for the painting? Ask questions like, why did you paint it? And, what's the inspiration behind the painting? Ask yourself these kinds of questions, and sometimes it'll help to kind of get the ball rolling in your brain, and you'll be able to think of a title. Here's another tip, and I really like this one. It's pretty cool. I've done this numerous times. I sometimes will look at brochures, or I will look online, do a Google search or something like that. For instance, okay, my husband and I, we like to go to Old Orchard Beach in Maine once a year on our anniversary, in or around the anniversary time. And we stay right on the ocean. And I painted a one morning when I went down to have my coffee, and I brought down to do some plein air painting on the beach. I painted this beautiful scene of the sun rising over the ocean, and there were some people walking in the background. I have since sold that painting, but I named it Ocean Walk. And guess what? That's where we stayed. That was the hotel, was called Ocean Walk. So then when I was inside the hotel, when we were checking out or whatever, they had all kinds of brochures, what's going on around town and this and that. And if you are inspired by an area like that, I grab the brochures, because there's all kinds of cool little triggers in there talking about the area and the beach and the ocean. This is if you like to paint like seascapes or whatever, but you could do it for anything else, like mountains, right? You could even Google search that, or look at names of places where there's mountains. Just try and ask yourself questions like that, and then sometimes it will come to you. Okay, so the one thing I do want to mention too, some paintings are just no-brainer titles. Okay, for instance, I have a tutorial inside of my membership. It is a simple still life of 3 apples, and I named it 3 apples. Okay, I know, wasn't very creative with the name, but it was straight to the point. There's a lot of famous artists that have straight to the point names. That's totally fine as well. So you don't have to think up like some crazy stuff. Name it what you want to name it. It's your painting. Okay. Let's see. The type. No, I'm not going to get into that right now. That's kind of advanced talk, but description. Let's talk about the description a little bit. So like I said in the beginning of the video, like you literally can write like a one-liner, or you can write a paragraph, or if you're doing a blog post, or some kind of landing page or something like that you need a long copy for, then that's another story. You got to write longer copy. But for quick social media stuff, right, one line to a paragraph would be just great. If you're putting something in your online gallery, I don't go crazy with the long descriptions. I usually put like I would say like 3 to 5 lines maybe. Okay. But there's different ways that you can write the descriptions. Once again, think of, where are you placing this? What do you need your customers to know about it? Do you need the description to be all about, this is an 11 by 14, I mean a 16 by 20. I painted this in acrylics using a palette knife. It has a lot of texture, blah, 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 blah. It is a somewhat abstract of flowers, loosely painted. So do you want to talk about it like that, or do you want to give the story? I take morning walks every day. When I was walking one day with my dog, we walked through the church parking lot. It was a beautiful spring day, and the flowers smelled so good. And I walked over by the flower bed, and there were these beautiful pink flowers that caught my eye. So I snapped a photo. I went home and I was so inspired from seeing those. I just wanted to paint them up. Like, so do you want to give the story? Do you want to give the XYZ, what the painting is, what it's all about? Obviously, if you're selling it, they're going to want to know that type of stuff, right? But and or right, they probably want to know the story as well. So that's totally up to you. You also can ask yourself too, like, what is, you can ask yourself this question, but you can also ask your friends and family as well. Or if you have your own group on Facebook or your own collectors group, or something like that, you can ask questions, like I said before, like with the help with the title, people love to help. You could say, what does this painting make you feel? What experience do you get when you are looking at this piece? Things like that, because hearing from others can help to kind of put together a description for you. Okay, so let's see. You can also talk about, like, is it impressionistic? Is it realism? Is it abstract? Or you can talk about the actual subjects. Obviously, this is a flower. I don't really know what type, but it's a flower. So hopefully this stuff is helping you out. Don't be, yeah, I already told you, don't be afraid to toot your own horn. That's really important in business when we are trying to build awareness for our artwork while we are trying to market ourselves as artists. And it's not like you're being pompous or stuck up. You're talking about your work. So think of it that way. Let's see. Okay, titles. I forgot to tell you this. I have this written down, my little chicken scratches here. Titles are really great too. If you are doing certificate of authenticities for your work, you need to have a title for that. It's also really good to have a title when you are doing online art shows, which I love to teach artists how to do online art shows. So for instance, I do my annual holiday art sale, and I hold up my piece and I say what the title is and the number. And then my customers can come back and say, oh, I would like church flowers, or, they'll say the number, but a lot of times they do use the title. So that's good to have the title for that. Okay, so I think we're good. I hope that I've given you enough there. I am going to share a screen real quickly just to give you like a visual. And I did not go pre-pick any of this stuff. I just typed in something in the search of my collectors group. But I want to just give you some examples of like quick things that I have done. And let me just grab my spotlight here. So I typed in available. So these are pieces that I just wanted to see what my titles were because I'm doing this video for you. So I'm like, this one, I have a picture of my painting Solitude. I wrote, here's another rendition of my painting Solitude. This one's currently available. See, I'm giving like the dimensions here, and I'm saying beautiful fall landscape with colorful autumn leaves. I'm describing my piece here, painted in acrylics, embellished with heavy bodied paints. So I'm kind of mixing up what I was talking about. Like you can give like the attributes, dimensions and size, or talk about the piece. I love how it feels. We could walk right out. I love how it feels. We could walk right out on this dock and enjoy the lake. Do a little daydreaming maybe. Of course, you wouldn't ask a question if this was on your website in your gallery, but I can do that here because I'm in my collectors group. And I ask them, what do you think? So that's an example of like one of my titles that I put there. This one's just a sneak peek right there. Let's see. Well, here's an example of something. This one's sold, but I just wanted to give you an update on my still life painting, Seaside Shelf. It was so and that's the title that I titled it, Seaside Shelf. It was so relaxing to paint this piece, and it was inspired by my trip to Melbourne, Florida. It was an 8x10 in acrylics and no longer available, but don't worry, I'm always creating more art. As you can see, like I said, I'm no English major here, but I'm doing the best I can to give like some sort of background and information to what I'm creating. I call my collectors art lovers. They love that. So here I am. I posted this picture of when I created this piece. I posted that in this post, and I said, good morning, art lovers. Per usual, I always give you first dibs on any new creations. This one's called Longevity. So here's my name, Longevity, and I hope you like it as much as I do. Remember, the camera can't capture the absolute beauty you will see in this piece when you unwrap it and have it in your hands. I'm giving them, I like that line because I'm giving them the, ooh, if they opened it, they can visualize them holding it and seeing it. When they unwrap it, comes in the mail to their home, right? It's 125. Here's a little tip, side note, don't put dollar signs on Facebook. They don't like that. So it's 125 plus shipping. I do ship all over the US. The sunflower painting, see, and I'm putting sunflower. I'm using some keywords here as well. Sunflower painting will only be available for a short time in our group. If you want dibs, me. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but talking about Christmas, I talk about the dimensions. And here's another little side tip for social media, especially on Facebook. And Facebook is my specialty. Facebook is my go-to. I'm on many other socials, but Facebook is my jam. And I do know that they really love it when you put in like emojis and when you put in a feeling in your post, you're going to get more reach like that as well. So this post got pretty good reach, 213. I got 18 comments on that. So I hope that I'm giving you some good ideas for titles and descriptions. Okay. I'm not going to tell you, you have to write it this way and you have to say exactly this. That's why I gave you some examples in my own collectors group of things that I had, a few posts that I had put in there, so you could see what was happening. Just to recap real quick, title is the same thing as name, aka name, right? It's good to have a title because it's going to help us talk about our piece. It's going to help our collectors or future collectors be able to connect with the piece as well. Same with the description. The benefits of having titles and descriptions will help you out with your own art business. The more you do them, write them, talk about them, say them, the easier it is going to be for you to describe your own artwork. Here's one tip I forgot to tell you. And this, somebody told me years ago, it is a game changer. I can't believe I forgot to tell you this before. Okay, get ready for this. Pretend that you are calling your BFF on the phone, not FaceTime, on the phone. It's just audio. And you just completed a painting. And we'll just use my charged flowers. It's on the wall here. And you say, oh my gosh, Jane's my best friend. Oh my gosh, Jane, I just completed this beautiful 16 by 20. It has this like really bright green type of background. It's kind of like abstracty. It has 3 big, beautiful flowers in pinks and purples. I used a palette knife for it. It's got a few like little bud pieces, like sort of down in the corners and scattered throughout the painting. Do you see what I'm doing here? Somebody told me to do that, and I can't remember who it was. But that has helped me out so much. Pretend like you are explaining your piece to someone on the phone and they can't visually see it. That should help you out. Okay, I hope it helps you out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that title and description video. In here, I want to remind you, get ready to take a screenshot. The next slide I'm going to show you, and I won't zoom in and out. I'll just kind of make it big so you can take a screenshot. But just warning you, letting you know, the next slide, I'm going to show you a very, very easy way to write your artist statement. You can use an artist statement in bios, like on your website or wherever you might need it for, like a show or anything like that. So are you ready? Are you ready for this? Okay, here we go. Take a screenshot of this. Let me just blow it up a little bit more for you. And I have it written out here. So in blue is basically something to kind of get your brain thinking of what you're going to say. But this is about your paintings and your artwork as a whole, right? I create, then what is it that you create? So mine says landscape paintings and acrylic. Then I want you to think, I love capturing And then what is it? The beauty of the natural world that surrounds us. That's mine. I believe if we take the time to notice even the little things in nature, we can find the beauty around us. When you view my art, it will ground and de-stress you. It will remind you we have an abundance to be grateful for in our world. Okay, make sure you're taking a screenshot. Okay. And remember, the words in blue are just to kind of prompt you so that you can write your own artist statement. Some places, well, depending on where you're putting your paintings, you know me, I sell my paintings online and I love to teach artists how to do that. But some places, like if you're in a specific exhibit or gallery or something, you're going to need to write a longer version. But literally, this short, you can do like a one paragraph, like here, just like a few sentences in here, literally can write an artist statement. Okay, so I hope that this part's helpful. Next up, I'm going to be giving you an extra bonus using AI. It's called ChatGPT. If you haven't heard about it, you can easily sign up for a free account. That's what I have. And I'm going to show you how you can write a social post for your artwork using ChatGPT. Now, this is actually the segment I'm going to show you in just a moment. Like I said, this extra bonus is taken from one of my marketing tips and social media tips right out of our membership, Creative Warriors. It's just a segment of that, but it's going to be super helpful and it will go along with all this fun stuff that we're talking about for your artwork. This is sort of a techie tip and a marketing tip. So if you have not heard of Chat GPT yet, what it is AI, artificial intelligence. And this is the world that we are, it's evolving and there's more and more artificial intelligence out there and available, right? And I wanted to introduce this to you if you are not using it or if you have not heard about it, because we can use this amazing AI for our businesses to help get ideas to market and promote ourselves, right? So I'm going to share my screen and show you what that is. All you have to do is go to chat.openai.com and sign up, right? That's what I did. This is a free account here, and I'm all about helping you save money any way that I can, especially when you're just starting out your businesses, right? So this is actually a chat bot, right? That's going to talk back to you. It has gathered information throughout the years, and you can ask it pretty much anything, right? We need to be smart about asking questions so that we can get good answers. So let's think here. How about if we're wondering what to post on our socials. We're wondering what to post to, like, attract art collectors and to give inspiration and things like that. So let's just say that, you don't want to sit there and brainstorm forever and ever. You want to just get some quick answers and some things that you can use for posting, right? You could ask it a question. So I'm going to start a chat right here and we'll just see what pops up. How about, okay, let's see. What are 5 inspirational artist quotes? And then I'm going to click enter. I asked it a specific question. What's 5 inspirational artist quotes? And I'm sure you can see it, but of course my Zoom bars are in the way again. Okay, so it's popping up right here. Art is not what you see, but what you make others see. Edgar Degas. I dream my painting and then I just paint my dream. Vincent van Gogh, one of my faves. Art is the lie that enables us to realize the truth. Totally awesome. Pablo Picasso. Creativity takes courage. Henry Matisse, another famous one. Art is a way of recognizing oneself. Okay, so do you see what's happening here? We could literally copy and paste these into our socials, right? We can do maybe this quote one week and this quote the next week and so on. Sort of like your own virtual VA in a way, right? So this could help to inspire your audience by typing in a question like that. We also could, let me see, I wrote some chicken scratches. Let's see. How about how to converse with a interested art customer? I have no idea what is going to pop up, but we'll just see. It may go on and on if I didn't give it like specific things, right? I should have said like, give me 3 tips on how to converse with an interested buyer for my painting or something like that. So some of this stuff may be helpful and some may not. Remember, this is like, artificial intelligence here. So we still need to, read through these. We don't just want to copy and paste everything. We want to find out if this is going to kind of sound like how I speak. Is this going to be relevant to my business and things like that? Greet them warmly, ask them about their interest in art, ask open-ended questions to understand their taste and preferences in art. So a lot of this stuff looks good. Show them relevant pieces of art that align with their interests and explain the significance and unique features of each piece. Yep. Address any questions or concerns they may have and offer your expert opinion and advice. Just reading these quickly. Thank you for the yeah. So the ideas are literally endless, right? That we could put in here. How about let's see. Write me a social media post about. Okay, how about I ask it this? I'm trying, you're getting the real sense here of me actually thinking about what to type in and what's going to happen. All right, so how about I just completed an acrylic and completed, yeah, acrylic painting of a landscape. Write me a social media post about this. All right, well, let's just see what happens. Excited to share my latest creation, a beautiful acrylic landscape painting that showcases the stunning beauty of nature. From the rolling hills to the vibrant skies, this piece captures the essence of the great outdoors. And then look at this. I love this because it gives you the actual hashtags that you can use as well in your post. So you could add your own words in here, add on to what this AI tells you, gives you. Some things you may want to use, some things you may not want to use. But I mean, hello, mind blowing. This is a free AI chat, like I said, that you can use. It'll be helpful to you if you ask it specific questions, right? And think outside of the box a little bit. So when you get frustrated during your day, and you want to build a buzz for your painting, you don't want to think about every single thing that you have to write, and so on. just try using this and see what see what happens, see what pops up and what you may get. And like I said, you may have to adjust the wording a little bit, but when you are stuck, um, I'm really hoping that this little marketing tip here um, may be helpful to you. So I'm just totally excited. Are you using ChatGPT now? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. I absolutely love it. And I really hope that you enjoyed this little mini bonus that I gave you on how you can use it to write your social posts for your artwork. Next up, now I am going to talk to you about Artist Breakthroughs website gallery. It is a self-study course now and it's super awesome. I'm so excited to tell you. I do want to let you know that if you did enjoy the AI little bonus, when you do sign up for our website gallery course, I will give you the full version of that training for an early sign up bonus. Woo, woo. All right, so let's talk about Artist Breakthroughs website gallery. Okay, so it's no big surprise because I told you at the beginning of this free course, I'm going to be offering to you my paid course. I have some surprises throughout that I'm going to share and show you here tonight. So make sure that um, listen up and pay attention and get ready for some fun. Okay, so here we go. This is my vision for you. I'll walk you through step by step on how to create your own stunning Wix website with your own online art gallery so that you can wow your art collectors, clients, and potential customers by presenting your beautiful artwork on your own site, your own website. You'll be able to make edits whenever you need, like when you create a new painting or series. Here's just a little example of what mine looks like right now. If you want to save time, money, and frustration, this is for you. Because you know what? A web developer is expensive. Developer, graphic designer, and research takes a lot of if you want an art business coach, hello, I'm right here and I am so excited to help you out. So, my promise to you, I will help you gain more clarity, direction, and momentum for your online art business. Here's the tip down here it's way more than just a gallery. You're going to be able to discover digital marketing tools that online businesses use including me, because I'm not going to teach you something that I don't know how to do or that I don't use myself to build a customer base and an email list. All righty. So, a bit about my story. I won't go into this too much, but for those of you that don't know, I went from selling my art sporadically in person to paying my mortgage and bills consistently for 3 years 3 consecutive years online. Uh, One of my aha moments here, my aha moment for when this actually started up, was I posted a drawing of my dog that I created on social media, and I woke up the next day with 5 orders. So I'm like, "Whoa," light bulb went off, like, maybe I could do something with maybe I could." All right, so here's my quick timeline. Look, I've been drawing and painting my entire life, right? So up until 2016, I sold art sporadically in person while I ran brick and mortar businesses that had nothing to do with art. I started posting on social media to gain interest in in 2017, I started a collectors group. Currently, right now, I'm at 770 members. I weeded out the non-buyers from 1,500 members. Um, Website and membership. So in 2020, I designed my own well, I did have my website, but I designed my own website membership on my website, and that is called Creative Warriors, and that's to help artists make money with their art, market and promote themselves online. Creative Warriors is all about how to do this organically, how to get started, things like that. A lot of stuff in there, and it is mind-blowingly amazing, if that's even a word. Alrighty, here. So here's some little fun facts about me. Um, my husband and I were in rock bands for a long time together. So I sang lead vocals in my rock bands most of my life with my husband on lead guitar. I raised three girls, two of my own, and my niece, whom I had guardianship of since she was 10 years old. I have three cats. One has one ear, and his real name is Vincent Van Gogh. So I saved him. I also saved my Fluffy. All right, let's move along here. So, what is possible if you take this Artist Breakthroughs website gallery course with me? Um, you're going to feel relieved by setting up a foundation for your art business. You're going to gain knowledge to edit your own Wix site, including your gallery and landing pages. Create a freebie to collect emails and send email campaigns. Organize your workday online. That is a bonus I have in there for you. Gain some tech skills and have a clearer understanding about your business. I am going to share screen again, and I'm going to bring up the the actual Google Doc I wrote today with the Artist Breakthrough Website Gallery course modules so you can have a better understanding what I'm going to be teaching in this course, so you can see if it's, a good fit for you. So hold on one second. Let me do my share screen, and I will get over to here. Please let me know if you can see this okay. It should say AB, which is short for Artist Breakthroughs Module Overview. Tell me if you can see that. Let me know if you can see that, everybody. So module one, I'm going to show you how to set up a home page and header. If some of this does not make sense, by the way, you most certainly can ask me questions. And not all of this should make sense because I'm going to be teaching you how to do this, right? We're going to be stepping out of our comfort zone a little bit. But module one, homepage and header. Start your artist website by creating a homepage and a header. We will do this by starting from scratch with a blank template. Discover how to add photos and text on your site. Module two. Okay, yes, we can see this, Tracy. Thank you for that. Module two. This will be your gallery setup. Set up your gallery on Wix website. I'll show you how to add photos of your artwork to your gallery, plus add descriptions and where to put a link if you want to use a PayPal button link to sell a painting. Um, this is great. I'm going to show you how to set this up on a techie backend and with some ninja tricks. Basically, I'm going to show you how to have like an e-commerce uh, gallery, even without getting an e-commerce gallery. Okay. Of course, with Wix, you can upgrade at any time, right? And we'll talk about this throughout the course. Do you have to upgrade? No. You literally can have a free website for as however long you want. If you want to upgrade, of course, just like anything, you're going to get more features. But I really strongly suggest that you get to know the basics and how things work. And I'm going to show you within the editor and things like that before you decide what you want to go forward with after. So module three, I'm going to show you how, this is a bonus. I'll show you how to set up PayPal button links. Discover how to create a PayPal button link to add to each painting within your gallery. This way, when an interested customer views a painting with your gallery, they'll be able to click and purchase. Oh, what a beautiful thing. About and resource pages. This is also in module 3. Discover how to set up your about page and a resource page. It's like a link tree if you would like to do that. Discover how to add buttons and link it to a specific place you would like people to go. Module 4, I'm going to give you some basic training in Dropbox. Discover how to upload pictures of your paintings inside of Dropbox. This way you can share these with only specific people. For instance, if you want to collect emails and give those who opt in a free gift, you could use Dropbox to do this. Also in module 4, free gift screensaver. Discover how to create a free gift to attract your ideal art collector slash customers slash clients, whatever you want to call them. If you don't want to make a screensaver, which I do teach you in the training, there's many other options you can choose from to put your business. And yes, we will go over some right in that training. Module 5, landing page with opt-in form. I'm going to show you how to do a simple, basic landing page with an opt-in form. This is a page that you send people to who are interested in your freebie. I will also show you how to add the form so that they can fill it out, get the digital free gift from you. In return, they give you their email address so you can start growing your list. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing because inside of Wix, if you go to your contacts, you'll be able to see that number every time someone opts in, and you can start collecting emails and the number like grows. It's so cool. So in module 5 as well, we have form submissions. So discover how to have a conversation with people who submit a form on your website, how to change the name of a form, and where to find your notifications. That's like a nice, I didn't write it on here, but that's like a nice little bonus to that module. Module 6, sending emails. Discover how to send an email campaign so you can start marketing to your customers who opt into your free gift. We will be using your Wix shout outs for this, which is integrated with the Ascend email marketing system. Like I said, if some of this doesn't make sense, it's okay. You can ask me as many questions as you want. Also, keep in mind that not everything here makes sense because I'm going to be teaching you and walking you through step by step during this course so that it will make sense to you. Module 7, I'm going to give you basic training in StreamYard. Discover how to use what I'm doing right now, how to use StreamYard so you can go live multiple places at once. Also, I'll show you where you can add a link to your gallery and how to put text scrolling on the bottom of your screen. So like I said earlier, module 8 are these two trainings that I gave you during the Jumpstart course: how to create a Pinterest pin using Canva, how to upload pins to Pinterest. So if you haven't, if you want a refresher for that, that's great. We'll be doing that in module 8. If you don't, you can take a break and catch up if you need to during that time as well. I do have a Trello bonus for you. This is basics on Trello. I'll show you how to organize your workflow digitally using Trello. This is a website that you can use online for free, also a paid version, like anything, right? To make your work life easier. There's many things you can do inside of this application. I'll show you how to simply set up a board, add lists, and cards. So I hope that that was a little clearer on what I'm going to actually be offering inside of the Artist Breakthroughs website gallery. So as you can see, it's way more than just the website gallery, right? It's all these other things that you can use and you really need to, like, building your business. Like, we can't just go set up a website and be like, Oh, there we go. Now people are going to come to it. Like, we need means of getting people there to see our website, to opt into our email list and things like that. So that's why I specifically chose that stuff to put into this course for you. Okay, go ahead and ask your questions if you want. Let me scroll up to see what's going on here, see if I'm missing anything, because I want to make sure I answer everything that you have. So Nirmala says, I really struggled with WordPress website. I did too. I had a WordPress years ago, but this is before I was really techy or anything. Um, but even to this day, like after using Wix, um, I love Wix because it's very visually easy to see when you work inside of the editor. With WordPress, it's like you got to do all this stuff on the side, and then you have to go to see what it looks like on another, your live site or however it is. I haven't been in there in a while, but it's not as intuitive as creating a Wix website.
Sorry about the audio in the last clip. That was before I got my new microphone. Anyway, once again, this is an 8-week course. It is a self-study course. So some of our students complete it before the 8 weeks. Some of our students, it takes a little bit longer. It's really up to you. Don't worry, you're going to have access to it once you purchase the course forever and ever. So you can go back and revisit whenever you need to. I just want to show you what some of our students who have taken the course had to say about their experience. Juanita says, how has this course helped me? When I decided to take the course, I was just starting to consider whether I wanted to sell my art online and wondered if I would be able to actually create a website and maintain it. To my utter surprise, I'm now quite happy to say I have a website. If I want to make changes, I can even go back and review each lesson over again. Karen says, wow, you should take Amy's course on building a free Wix website. I'm using WordPress and I'm slowly moving across to Wix. And Lane had said Amy's Wix course is awesome. And Linda said, yes, it is. Also, Linda says, I took Amy's course on setting up a free Wix website. It was fabulous and just what I needed. No cost for the website, very easy to set up and make changes as needed. Well worth the cost of the course. And being a creative warrior, she says that she got it for half price, which I do have that available for any of our creative warriors. Here is Nurmila. She says every session was helpful from setting up the website to opt-in email marketing, including a free screensaver session. You explain so patiently, step by step, and this course is awesome. The link to sign up for Artist Breakthroughs should be in or around this video you are watching. If you don't see it, just go ahead and type in ABWG for Artist Breakthroughs website gallery, and I will come back and give it to you. This is what you are going to see when you go to that link to sign up. I'm not going to go through everything because I explained a lot during our session today, but I just wanted to give you a visual of what it looks like so that you will know when you go to sign up. Just as a reminder, when you enroll in Artist Breakthroughs website gallery course, even though it is a self-study, you are going to have access to our Facebook group for extra support, in which we have a question thread per month. So this is the graphic on what it looks like. So you can post your questions there. But keep in mind, this is very comprehensive course. I answer so many of your questions. You have the past recordings of everything that you can review as well. Okay, so here's the price, $397 for an 8-week self-study course. Go as fast or as slow as you want. I've taken courses similar to the structure and time frame
and they were way more than even $600, which is what initially I was planning on pricing this at, and it may go up at some point. Like you can see right there with the X, it was set for $597, but you can get it for $397 today. If you're a creative warrior, please look at the link inside of our membership because you even get more of a deal than that. I do guarantee that you are going to get amazing value out of this course if you decide that, you get in and within 7 days you're like, oh, this isn't for me. I will refund your money. So don't worry about that. So you can get in, check it out, see how you like it. I also have a payment plan if you need one. So just go ahead and reach out to me and let me know if you would like that. Just a reminder, as soon as you sign up, you're going to get how to use Trello bonus. Yay. This really is such a time saver and so helpful for organization, as well as the full version of the AI training that we did earlier on. If you would like that and you sign up within the next couple of days, I will give you that full version of the AI training. Because it typically is not included in the course, but I will give that to you. So go ahead and sign up. Thanks so much for hanging out with us and working on your titles, descriptions, your artist statement. And I hope that you enjoyed that little AI training as well. Hopefully, you got a lot of value out of this workshop. We really hope that you're going to jump in and take the course, Artist Breakthroughs Website Gallery. We would love to have you. So, anyway, wherever you are and wherever you are watching from, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. See you soon.